Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the blog. Another great day here in North Carolina. It's about 62 degrees outside. We are in Hagenstone State Park, right outside of Greensboro, North Carolina. As you can see, the tents over there. We've got our fire pit over there. There's a truck behind me. As you can see, I'll give you a 360 view of the park. Campground, really nice. They got a bunch of tent spots. They got a bunch of RV spots. Staff here is really friendly, super pretty. There's a couple of lakes on the property, a bunch of walking trails. So if you're in the area, it's a really nice park to check out. So getting right into it, we're gonna do a walk around of the truck. Haven't done one in a while. Done a bunch of upgrades recently, suspension and exterior, and I just want to give you guys a rundown of that. And then we'll be talking about what we got planned this coming year for the truck and for our adventures and stuff. So let's get right into it. Up front, some of you may or may not know, Trail Gear Rock Assault bumper. Works great, entry level price, but I think it's comparable with all the big bumper brands out there. It does its job. It's held up to some pretty nasty nosedives off the road, off trail, off camber, and done a lot of winching with it. So it works great. I've had no issues with it. Not a lot of them out there on these trucks. That's why I went with it. I love the plate bumpers, but I just feel like everybody has one. So I went with something with a stinger, something you don't see a lot. Next thing we got up front, Smittybilt 9500 synthetic winch. Works great, no issues. Once again, good price point, good product. If I have an issue with that at some point, maybe I'll upgrade to a Warren or something like that. But for now, works great. I'm running two dualies up front, one on each side. I've got those wired into my factory fog light position, so I can use them mostly off-road, sometimes in a little bit inclement weather. But those work great. Just a little extra lighting up front. Headlights. Got some tinted headlights. Those are actually from Amazon. They were priced really well. The quality of them's pretty good. I put them in. They do need some adjustment once I got them, but other than that, they work pretty well. What else we got up front? Up front we have snorkel. Just added that this weekend. I've been in some nasty water a few times, and I've actually flooded the truck a couple times interior. So I just figured that would be a good way to get the intake up, get some nice cool cold air coming in that's fresh and not all dirty, and protect my investment a little bit. Up front, my solar panel, have my antenna for my ham radio and my antenna for my cell phone booster. Both of which I don't use very often, only use when I'm off-road really. The cell phone booster is a Wii Boost. I can't say it works really well. I haven't had a lot of luck with it. Maybe I need to relocate my antenna, but it's there anyway. I bought it. I thought it would work really well. Doesn't do a whole lot of good so far, but we'll see. Future trips, maybe we'll get a little more use and luck out of it. Down here, we're running 35, 1250, 17 BFG Wrangler MTRs, the Kevlars. I just stepped up to 35 from a 265, which is a much needed upgrade. I was running stock suspension for a long time. Did a lot of stuff that a lot of people said it couldn't on a stock suspension, and finally upgraded. So now we're on 35s and we're playing with the big boys, I suppose. Underneath, as you can see, if you can see in there, I went with Fox 2.5 extended travel front coilovers with Total Chaos, upper control arms. I've got them set right now at probably 2.5 inches. They could probably go up a little bit more. But that's where they're set right now, and that drives great. Definitely feels much better. I did get the shocks coilovers used, and I did rebuild them myself. So that was a cool learning process. Had to take them and get them charged, obviously, at the local motorcycle shop. But the rebuild process wasn't that bad. If you've done any kind of motorcycle suspension or anything like that, it won't be too bad for you. Down the side of the truck, I'm running 4X Innovations rock sliders. They are the welded, they're welded on the outside, but you have to weld the plates and the supports on, which I had a friend do. Another Tacoma guy here locally did that for me. So those take care of my my sides, protect me from any body damage. On the back, I am running a all-pro steel welded together rack that's meant to go over soft topper. As you can see, I've got a best stop topper underneath that just to keep all my stuff dry and a little more security, to be honest. We do live in the truck, and we always have gear or something in the truck, whether it's clothes or electronics or whatever it is. We always got stuff in the back of the truck, and I just want to be able to at least protect that from view a little bit. And we also have slept in a couple nights over the last week, and it's surprisingly warm back there. On this side, I've got 2 water cans, Roto Packs, I do have the locking mounts. I don't have them in right now because I got the use them here at the campsite. Those work great for carrying water. Use those. I've actually laid them up on top of the truck and loosened the cap a little bit and let them drip and showered underneath them. So that also works great. Up top, I've got a Warrior Products roof rack, platform rack. They're a new company made in the USA. I was going to go front runner, but front runner rack was about double the price of this rack. And so far, it's done great. I've had my tent up there. I've had my awning up there. My alley boxes, and no issues with those at all. On the side, I'm running rigid SRQ lights. Just for, I had those in the back, but when we got the roof rack, we put those over on the side just to give us some light in camp and such. Let's walk around the other side of the truck. Give you a view of a little bit of a walk around there. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm dragging an extension cord with me because my phone battery doesn't work anymore. So if I don't keep it plugged in, it'll die on me. So that's why I'm dragging the extension cord around. So over here, I've got my fuel cans on this side. 2 of them, those are on non-locking mounts. I got to get a locking mount set up for those. Up top, got my Crazy Beaver shovel. Every overlander and off-roader has to have one of those, right? Just to look cool, I suppose. And another light underneath there. Walk around to the back of the truck. In the back, I'm running the Trail Gear Rock Armor rear bumper, as you can see. It's got a built-in receiver hitch on it. Haven't had any issues with it. Works great. Super strong. I've definitely backed into a few things. As you can see, my tailgate's taking most of the damage, unfortunately. But yeah, great bumper. Has a built-in receiver hitch. I've towed with it. No issues. I also installed that myself. On the sides, I would maybe like to add some plate metal in here. Just to kind of clean it up a little bit. But otherwise, I like it. Tail lights. Amazon special. I think they look great. They're LEDs. They're pretty bright. They got a pretty bright backup light on them, so those work really cool. Got a homemade antenna mount here on the side where I got my antenna mounted. I'm using a fire stick antenna with a spring on it. Up top in the back, I'm just running a couple cheap dually lights just to give me some light when I'm in camp. So basically, I have 360-degree light all the way around the truck when I'm in camp. I also have lights inside of my soft topper that I put. Just a couple little small, I think they were AutoZone. I think they're running lights, but we got them mounted up in the front, so that lights up the back of my truck when I'm inside there, and I have those on a switch in the back of the truck. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the exterior. Give you a little walk around. Oh, we forgot rear suspension. How the hell could we forget the most important part of the truck? So, hard to see from here. You really can't see because that tire is tucked up in there. But in the rear, I'm running we're in All Pro Expedition leaf packs with a U-bolt flip kit from Low Range Off-Road, along with super bumps and Fox 2.0 rear shocks, remote resi rear shocks. They're the 3.5 extended. So I got them a little, basically they're designed for a little longer travel because I will be going with a shackle flip kit at some point. So haven't decided which one I'm gonna go with yet. So if anybody has any ideas, hit me up with that. But yeah, so that's the rear setup. As of right now, it's a little bouncy, I think, because the shocks are still new and the leaf springs are still new. So it's a little bouncy in the back on it for speed bumps and such, but I'm sure it'll wear in. And the back sits up a little bit more, probably a quarter inch over the front. So I'm hoping those will settle here soon. Inside the truck, it's a mess right now, so I don't really want to go inside of it. But I do have I got my fridge inside. I've got a power inverter. That's where all my electronics are mounted, obviously. So we'll do an interior video here soon. Yeah, so that's my truck. As you can see, there she is. Right now it's got 130,000 miles on it. No major issues. Haven't had any issues out of it. I have done the differential breather kit, as well as change the rear diff fluid. I've done the tranny fluid since I've had it. I got it with about 115,000 miles on it at a local dealership, 100% stock. Done every bit of the work myself. Me and my girlfriend, actually. She's a really big helper of mine, and yeah, we haven't had any issues with it. So that's the truck. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you got any questions, comments, concerns, videos you'd like to see, hit me up. I'm going to do a video every day. I made a couple before, and I just kind of get lazy, to be honest. And I forget that I really enjoy just making videos and having fun with it and doing things like that. So this is the daily video 1, truck walk around. Tomorrow we're going to do another video. Will be when and where and why we left our apartment and what made us live in our Tacoma. Until then, hope to see you guys again. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks. Peace.